Okay, hello. I'm creating a demo in Power BI for Power BI for a federal customer, and I was starting to use GitHub Copilot in VS Code, and I thought I would record myself just trying it for the first time and seeing what I could create. So let me share my screen here. All right, I'm gonna open a folder. So I just made um, okay, so I have my folder open here. And I have turned on chat. So I have GitHub Copilot chat on the right. And I made sure I'm in agent mode here, which means it can actually build things. And I'm going to use Clause Sonnet. And then there's a bunch of tools enabled here. The tools are what the chat is like, it gives it certain abilities. So if you give the chat abilities to like make changes in your files. So these are like the built-in ones that you definitely want to have on. And then all these other extensions are MCP servers that allow it to do other things and interact with other stuff like GitHub, for example, or Azure, or even Fabric. So I'm gonna close these or turn off these tools. So it should help it like go a little faster. And then I already came up with a prompt. So I'm going to paste that in here. So my prompt is let's create some CSV files here. I'll be doing a Power BI demo for CMS. So something healthcare related would be cool. Something I can put in a star schema when I load into Power BI. Maybe there are some data issues as well that I can use for showing data cleansing in Power Query. So I'm going to send that. First thing it does is kind of explore my existing workspace structure. So look at the folder, and it's going to make a central fact table and then make dimension tables. And you can see it start to populate both in VS Code and in Windows Explorer here. Should only take a couple minutes. My next idea was gonna have it or ask it to create like a README or some kind of instruction. Okay, so now it's working on the fact table. I want to have it make some kind of instruction for myself so it tells me what to fix in Power Query. Because it actually knows the data better than I do right now. Okay, then it kind of sums up, tells me what it created, tells me about some of the data quality issues. Great. Maybe write some instructions for me for my demo so I know which things to fix in Power Query. See how long that takes. Okay, made an MD file, markdown file. Actually, I haven't played with this. Looks like we can voice chat too. Recommends DAX measures to create. Recommends relationships. I wonder if it could create the actual Power BI file. So I know the pbip is that, or pbib is the one that can be edited programmatically. So can you create a Power BI file for ingesting this data? I don't remember if it's .pbip or .pbib that is better for coding with an IDE. Nope, yeah, it's already starting to create that for me. It knows exactly what I'm talking about. So it's thinking of, you're thinking of Power BI, PBIP, the project files. So it's creating the structure for me. All right, it's done. Power BI report structure. Let me open that up, see what it looks like in Power BI. I actually have not played with this report structure before, so I don't know if it needs to be compiled or anything. Let's see if it tells me. Oh, I'm supposed to open the whole folder in Power BI Desktop. Okay. Let's try to do that here. Okay, I don't know if I need to open it from Power BI Desktop. Find out. Mm. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working. Let's try. In File Explorer. How do I open PBI folders exactly? File open. Could be wrong about this. Yeah, because it's just going to the. It's just going to the subfolder. When I try to open it like that, it just goes to the subfolder. Sure you have the file type correct. It, okay, so it thinks it made an error based on what I said, and it wants to try to fix it. So I'm just going to click continue. Let's see if we can get it right. Sometimes it can keep try fixing things, and you just go down a path of no return. So it's like deleting files and changing files and trying again. Let me just step back and create. Ooh, it thinks I may not have the newest version of Power BI. No, now it's just saying, it's kind of giving up and saying pbip is not working. Let me create a M script for you just to paste in. Giving me a bunch of M scripts over here. It's pretty cool. got comments and everything. Let me check my Power BI. I'm on September 2025. Let me check my options. Make sure I have pbip. Make sure it's not a preview feature. Yeah, pbip save options. Make sure I turn that on. I'm going to look at this website too. So if you save as a project, open from the project folder, either by opening the pbip file or the pbir file in the report folder. Oh, okay. So I should be able to open it with either one. So let's try that. It deleted it. I'm going to go back and tell it to make it again. Okay, cool. Keep these M code files, but also go back and create the pbip structure. I think I can open it with the pbir file instead. While it's doing that, let's see what it's making here. And it's creating stuff. What's really interesting is whether it's already built the report with all the import, with all the data connections and the, excuse me, and the M code and everything else. It's having trouble with this file. I'm just going to override it so it can have full control here. The agent keeps this list of files changed here. And I haven't seen a way to get rid of it. Okay. What's included in the pbip project? All the tables. So it's claimed that it's done everything. It's even claimed that it's done some dashboards. So I'm going to open Power BI Desktop again and check, see if I can open it. Open, browse, paste. And nothing happens. Why does nothing open when I choose that? I'm gonna try one more time, and then I have another idea. There's the definition PBIR. Does that do anything? Nope. PIR. It's probably not writing it correctly. So I could create a blank report and if I save as, I'm going to save it as my own. Chad's CMS healthcare demo. And I'm going to close Power BI Desktop. And I'm going to refresh this. Let's see if the agent can find it. That still didn't work. Nothing happens when I try to open it. Open the PBIR file from Power BI Desktop. So I created a new pbip file and placed it in our workspaces folder. Can you see it? So it's reading the folder. Yep, it can see I made one called Chad's. This is the newer, more complete pbip format. So it's asking, do you want me to help you set up the data connections? Yeah. So I'm going to have it. It'd be really cool if I could like teach it how to create it exactly like this. But okay. I wonder if I wonder if you could copy the logic from your pbip to my pbip, since we know mine has the updated project structure. Maybe you can learn from my project structure. Okay, so it's reading all the stuff. Now, in this case, I probably could have built it myself almost in the same amount of time, but it's also pretty cool that theoretically we could do it all with just chat. Okay, it thinks it did that. Thinks it did the quality fixes. I wonder if it just did it all in the data model. Supposedly it's ready. Let's open Power BI Desktop, see if it messed up the pbip file. Open. Okay. So I should be able to click this. Okay. Didn't create any visualizations, which is fine. Let's look at the data model. Yeah, it did create some relationships. Uh, one to many in the fact. Okay, that looks generally right. What are all these errors? Invalid date. Table contains no data. Okay, let's look at the Power Query, see if there's anything. It may have created the data model without, nope. Okay. Okay, it's like it got didn't get the source right. So I'm gonna copy this and tell it. I'm gonna close all this. So it's free to edit things. I'm gonna tell it everything worked except the data sources seem incorrect. The data source is all, put that in quotes, but maybe they should be something like, oh, well, let's see if it knows how to fix it. And all the Power Queries are resulting in blank / no data. The file paths are incorrect. Let me check the current file structure, fix the data source file path. Okay, so now it wants to go up 3 levels. I don't know enough about those, a file path like that, to know if that works. I've always just done explicit file paths, but maybe this does work. We'll see. I could ask it, actually. I've always done explicit file paths in Power Query. Will the variable ... backslash method work? Relative file paths and demo codes can be finished. It likes my idea, so now it's it's gonna use my idea. You raise a great point. Also create some visualizations on the report. Oh, this is insane. It's going to create some visualizations for me on the report JSON. wonder if it can actually run queries against it and learn from the queries. That'd be another interesting thing to try. Okay, it says it's created some visuals. All right, moment of truth. Let's open up Power BI Desktop. pbip is now in my recent files. That's nice. Custom visual. What'd you do? Some of the tables have incomplete data. Uh-oh. Let's look at the data. Yeah. Still no data. Let's try a refresh. It's possible. Oh, 5 queries are blocked. It's possible it can't like run the data. Let's look at my fact edit query. See if it got the data sources right this time. Hey, that looks good. Okay, something about the refresh didn't work. Refresh all. Okay, refresh is here. Close and apply. Okay, so you definitely have to. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. Okay, Power BI or GitHub Copilot. That should be a vertical chart or a clustered or yeah, like that. Maybe count of visits. That should be by visit date. What is full date? Oh, that's from the. Let's see what relationship it used for visit date to visit date. They have the same visits every day, probably. Not very interesting. One visit per day. Count of visit IDs. It's probably accurate. Stacked column chart. I'm not going to do custom visuals. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to keep playing with this. This is a lot of fun. That was ridiculous. So to sum up, I used VS Code, GitHub Copilot, Claude in agent mode to build um, demo data with data issues, data quality issues that it then fixed for me in a Power BI project file. So it did have trouble creating the project file. I had to like kind of train it how to create that project file. So I don't know how to do that in the future, how to improve that. But yeah, if you have any comments or suggestions of things to try, please let me know. But this has been a blast. Thank you. Bye.